Hey people, Lord Redstone here. I am in a survival world that me and a few friends started up. I'm not sure if this recording is working, by the way. I may sound like a robot or whatnot. I just got this computer and these headphones, so I'm trying to set everything up right now. Y'all let me know what you think down there. Now, this is a world tour. I don't know how long this is going to take, so try to keep up. I'm going to try to go through it as fast as possible because there is a lot to see, an absolute lot, so hope you enjoy. Okay, all of this little stuff right here in the beginning is started with a friend of mine named Matt Wise, or Matt Weiss, however you pronounce it. And I've got a few other friends, like one built over there, one built over there, that was in the server with me. Red Sanctum. I don't know what his, I can't remember his computer name, but that was what it was on the PS3, but way back when I started playing with him. But I have a whole bunch of little stuff inside of all of these builds, like that right there is some kind of a little farm, that right there is a farm, a whole bunch of little, I guess, sorters and stuff like that down in there. The dragon is fairly new, that's kind of old. The castle around it's almost new, I would say, it's like a month old. And the iron farm on the inside, it's been there since the server started. That's almost like 2 years ago. This right here is a brewing station that I invented. I would show you how it works, but I'm pretty sure you've seen that before. But it does a shulker full of any type of potion in just over a minute. I can show you the back of it right quick. Yeah, I know there's a way down here somewhere. Okay. And the reason there aren't any mobs is because this is a mushroom island that we converted. So it looked like a regular island, but it's all mushroom shore and mushroom islands, mushroom fields. But this right here is it. This is my little design. It's not that big compared to other people's that do the exact same thing. And it's super fast. I did a tutorial on this, but like I took it down. But that's an explanation for another day. Okay, I do have data packs installed, like the wrench and all that good mess. Plated elytra, I just sort of like those. Let's get out of here. Anyway, on to the next part of the tour. Let's go to sleep so we don't have anything spawning on us. Have a few little beds in here, but okay, we'll start in here. Alright, this is a little block changer type thing that I have. Let me see, go like that and like that. I think that's how it switches. Yeah, and that right there pushes you up, and then it switches back out, puts the beam back up. Up here we have our villager trading station. These are gem traders from zoomavoid.com. Another data pack, of course. But all of our guys have their trades. They aren't as cheap as they can be, but these villagers are pretty old, like from like 113 before we updated to 114. The world was started before 114 came out. It was actually started by another guy, and he quit playing, so me and a few friends of ours took it over, and ever since then I've been doing most of the work by myself. A lot of people quit, but there are a few areas that were built by other people. In here there was a few things built by a few friends down here. Right, like this right here, this is one of them zero-tick cactus farms. I don't know who it was designed by. Matt Weiss, a friend of mine, done it. That's like his skin head right there. Right here is a Firefly search engine that I invented. You just look in here and you throw out what you want and it'll come out right here. It searches for everything that you have in any one of these boxes, of course, and all of these are full, of course. And they don't all have one single type of item in it. Some of them are full of different items, like you see. But the best part about this is, let me show you how ridiculously small this thing is. Yep, my design. Pretty cool if I do say so myself. We're on an actual server that I put up on my computer. So I'm recording, I'm running a server, and I'm connected to this server all at the same time. Trying to show you guys how this works. So my computer, I think, is pretty cool. This is another search engine, or excuse me, sorter. You can put a whole bunch of shulkers in here and it'll spit them all out one at a time and start sorting through the items, or you can put things in here and it'll start sorting through it one at a time. It all goes in each one of these boxes individually all the way around the room. As for like bulk storage, things that I didn't want to go into the search engine. Search engine stopped. Let's see if it found what. Yep, see? Found the stairs that we were looking for. And these right here are just overflow. Whole bunch of junk. Yeah, junk just everywhere. The world's been in survival the entire time. I did upload Lightmatica mod and made these maps right here with Lightmatica. I used blocks and stuff that I got from survival. I'll show you how I got all them blocks. They're pretty easy to get. Okay, down here we have a smelter that a buddy of mine helped me build. It's, I hope you put everything in here and it'll get smelted and brought back up here. Alright, it's pretty fast. Like, I can't remember how many, I think it's 64 furnaces. It's a lot. It goes pretty quick though. Fast enough for me. Oh, let me show you guys my the mine, so you see we've actually been doing things in survival, not just creative. Or not creative, I should say. Not just creative. Anyway, this is just one section. We have 4 of these sections, just ungodly huge. They're all completely mined out like this. It goes on forever. We have a tunnel bore machine set up way back there somewhere by a friend of mine, well, the Matt Weiss guy that I was just telling you guys about. And we, of course, we have our little beacons everywhere set up so we can mine this all real fast like. And this is where the majority of all of our stuff came from in this world. And let's go back up. As I said, y'all, I'm trying to do this as fast as possible, so let's just skip through a couple of things. Oh, let me go back up here. Alright. Okay, this right here is a lion that I built just to sort of cover my brewing station. Let me show you. Oh, okay, I thought my maps done disappeared. I thought that was fixing to be really bad. I saw this little part right here, this little part of the map, and I was like, well, what does that look like most? And then it just popped into my head. It looks like a lion. So I made the lion to where he was holding on to my brewing station right there. And these are maps that were updated at different intervals of the build process, and I'll show you how all that went, later on. Okay, the dragon, as I said, it's fairly new. I built it in another world, and I used Lightmatica to bring a schematic over, and I built it like right here because I wanted to get it as close as I could to the build, and I didn't want to just swing it, Okay, as I said, this is a mushroom island, and we started this world in 1.13, and we had Silk Touch spawners data pack at that point. We weren't trying to do too many, just a few little spawners, but we put one skeleton spawner right here, just for a little quick access to bones and arrows, right here where we spawn and all that good mess. Oh, well, as long as you're down here, the skeletons will spawn. And they'll just come up here and they'll wait right there for you to kill them. They're weakened by magma blocks down there under the bottom. It takes a minute for them to start, but once they start, they keep coming pretty quick. But I think you have to stand like right here, or no, that's right here. This is where you stand, and you just wait for them to pop up. That way they can't shoot you through there, and like they go up half a block, and sometimes they see you and sometimes they don't. It's a give or take situation. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. One hit kills, and we use looting swords, of course, so we get all the stuff. But that's just sort of a novelty item. What else do we got? Okay, let's come over here and show you the inside of this right quick. Alright, I haven't got everything set up yet, of course. It takes a while to do everything in survival. Almost 2 years. I do have a lot of stuff set up, but I build little sections and then I connect them together with little paths and whatnot. Down here we have a double spider spawner, double cave spider spawner, and the optimal place to stand is like right here, 2 blocks, or no, yeah, 2 blocks from the center right here, and they just continuously spawn, and then they come up this little tube that I got right here. I got a special way of putting spider spawners together using bells, so they don't climb the walls and they're pushed up automatically. They don't just sit down there and wait or anything. But everything gets sorted out to shulker shells, or shulker boxes rather. I took a lot of spider eyes, use them in brewing and quite a bit. Even this thing right here uses potions, instant damage 2, to kill the spiders, and all the string and stuff goes right over here. I used quite a bit of string too. I'll show you where I used it all here in a minute. Let's not wait too long for this right here. We'll just throw that to the side right quick. Okay, first off, it gives you a potion of harming, and then it closes off a box down there and it hits those with 1. That way you can just throw another one right fast. Then you can walk up here, get all the XP, but none of the drops wind up in your inventory. And after so many seconds, everything will just drop down into the sorting machine. Excuse me. I'm trying to. I probably need to take some items out of that. But you see the spiders down there waiting for their chance to come up to be killed. And then the way that I got this set up, the spiders can't hurt you through the corner of the block because you got the half slab right there. That right there was a big thing. Alright, let's go on to the next little area. So you just hit that right there and it switches out. I put a picture of this up on Minecraft community on Facebook, and a lot of people thought I stole it, cheated, used creative and all that good mess, but those who know me know that I've been playing in survival for quite a while, so it's only natural that I should be good. Alright, let's go over. Learn how to fly, buddy. Learn how to fly. Up here. Alright, now this is the very first design of an iron farm, and it was on 1.14, I think, the first design that came out after they broke the iron farms, and we used it, but we added the zombies like later on. That one right there has a rotten flesh in his hand. It must be from the last zombie. Alright, but these guys don't go to sleep. They constantly, well, they do lay down, but then they'll get right back up, and then they'll start talking, and then they'll send out more iron golems so this thing doesn't quit producing. I like that. Sea lanterns in the water to prevent too many drown from spawning. I'll show you how I got those here in just a bit. I don't know how long this world tour is going to take, y'all. I'm sorry if it takes too long, but as long as you're captivated, please enjoy. Okay, this is empty at the moment. Everything comes down here to a little crafting station that I have. You stand right here, and that shoots out a whole lot of iron blocks really quick, so you can craft them up, and then you stick them right here. They'll be put into a shulker box and stuck into the sorting system right here, and this automatically filters out. Like this, when I had it set up, it had some iron ingots set into it, but those no longer come here. They go straight over there. But this is all that was left in the machine, but all the poppies and stuff will end up coming to these 2 chests right here. I used a lot of the red. This is before I fixed up my little dye farm, so I used most of the red out of there. Alright, moving on. The dragon is pretty huge. It's pretty big. Someone said that it was too fat, but I think the proportions are correct. Not 100% sure. You guys let me know. That right there is a ship that False Symmetry built in season 6 of Hermitcraft, I want to say. I just built it here because I like the design of it. But I think the dragon is shaped pretty good. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, we have another little nano farm right here, as well as the one that I said was in there. There's a little storage room up there. This is like one of the weirdest ones I've ever built. It makes you stand up and squat down over and over and over again. But it turns off the light and harvests that way. Okay, really weird. Moving on. Let's go to the next area. I have my nether set up. I built a block duplicator. Well, it's not it's a falling entity duplicator. It does like sand blocks, gravel blocks, concrete powder, things of that nature. And that's what I use to make most of this with. Some of it, like this initial tunnel here, I built by gathering the resources the hard way. Okay, let's show you where I got all the sea lanterns before y'all start thinking anything crazy about that. Okay, and all the terracotta came from this big mesa that I found. I'll show you where that is. Alright, all my drown from my guardian farm end up right here. I'll show you how I did that. But it's the biggest drown farm I think I've ever seen. It's not the fastest, but I mean, it works. And I basically did this just to get the tridents. I rarely use the tridents, but it's cool to have them, you know. Excuse me. And over here we have our little elevator that takes us down. I could have used the elevator, but it's a bit slow because that's such a long fall. But it does work. It does work for sure. Okay. My apologies if y'all heard that. I had to cough. Okay, this is my drown farm / guardian farm. I'll show you how this works. And it doesn't take long for this thing to produce. I'll show you how many resources I got from it here in just a moment. This is it right here. So you hit this right here. I made it to where they turn on at different intervals. Like I didn't want the whole entire thing to turn on at one time, causing a major lag spike and then shutting the game down, shutting the world down rather. But these guys right here will start falling, pretty quick like. Especially while you're down here. And I like to just stand in the center. Got this neat little collection thing down here, and one sorting machine was not enough to keep up with it, so I built 4 separate modules, and it's still not quite enough. As you can see, these things get slapped full of every resource. Every resource. Whole bunch of junk everywhere. All of these are for the potions for healing my villagers. That these guys right here. Let me turn this off before it gets too laggy. Oh, wrong way. Over here. All right. Turn that back off. Okay, come over here right quick. And all of these villagers, they have a little workstation and all that good mess. But I got them standing on a pressure plate, and whenever they get hit by a drown trident, they'll jump up a bit, and then they'll get shot up. And under the bottom, there's you see the drown go up. Under the bottom, there is a dispenser that shoots them with a potion of instant health, and the shulker box is right there. How I reload it. I come in here, I hit those shulker boxes, and the shulker boxes will end up going under the bottom. I just use scaffolding and build up from the floor right now. I'll build a better system later. But as of right now, this is what I have here. It's not too decorated yet, but the bells right there that I used all the way around, I bought from my villagers. And the bells are for a special reason. Like they could see, the drowned could see these villagers from any angle all the way around. And then they come over here to the villagers, and then they go up to these little guideposts right here and up through the little tunnels like that. Alright, let me show you how that works. For the drowns specifically, I AFK up here, and I have this little nether portal that takes them on up right here. How do I do this? Oh, there's a way like right around the corner here. Sorry y'all, it's been a minute since I've been here. I've got all the resources I need from it for right now. Okay, so let's go up here right fast. You go down here, and that down there is where you stand. It's like the perfect distance away, so the drowns don't spawn, but it's the perfect distance away to keep them from spawning like too far out into the water, because I haven't got anything lit up. But I mean, quick and dirty little farm is really, really awesome. I like the shit out of it. Oops, excuse me. Okay, let's go down here, guys. And every time a drown comes up, you'll see lights like light up. And we get enough drown here. Over a 5 or 6 hour period, you walk down there, there's hundreds. But I like to go to sleep and then come back and kill them all in the morning times. I've only had to do it a few times. You get so many. Let's go on to the next area that we have here. Okay. Now I'm not going to show anybody else's area just in case they want to show their own areas, but rest assured we do have quite a bit. Like this is my buddy Facepalm's, his area over there. The little door that I just passed, it goes to my mesa, where I used to get my sand and all of my terracotta. I still get terracotta from there. Okay, this area right here is very near and dear to my heart, and I'll show you why. There's quite a bit in this area right here. We might have to do this video tour in 2 sessions because there's just so much to see. So I'm going to do this little tour part of this area right quick, and then we'll cut off to the next part. It'll be part 2, and it'll be shortcoming. I'll just take a little short break, and then I'll come back and do another live stream. Okay, now all of these right here, the blocks were got in survival, but I went and got the Lightmatica mod so I could build these. These are pictures that I found online, and I thought that they would just go perfect here. But that's like the Mojang team right there. I built that one right there out of my head, and yeah, it took forever. Oh, my handwriting, of course. This right here is a little timer that I designed for a mob farm. I think this is Il Mango's mob farm. A buddy of mine built it on this server first, and then I made another copy of it here. Okay, stand right here and you can see how the mobs all spawn. Now that timer right there, it could go up to 9 hours, which means that you could AFK at this thing overnight without fear of overflowing items everywhere. So this right here, and if you look, it gets quite a bit. I mean really quite a bit. Give it just a minute, but other mobs despawn that were under the ground right there. I shouldn't have flew too close to the edge before I tried this out and showed this to you. There they go. They're starting to despawn underground. But usually there's like 30 to 40 mobs that fall every few seconds right here. And I'm quite a bit. But it fills up my storage thing down there in around 7.5 hours. So like I said, it's not too many items when you come back. Or you could just dial back the timer over there. Quite a bit though, quite a bit. It gives me more than enough than I need. Like, and it also does slime because this was a swamp, of course. And that's my little witch hut. That's Ilmango's design over there. But you can reset your little timer right here, and it'll stop mobs from spawning. This right here was a two-way giant brown mushroom farm, and it used to work in 1.14, but ever since the new redstone mechanics in 1.16, it sort of got screwed up. Like, it doesn't take that back anymore. But this is like my 4th time inventing this particular type of machine, so it won't be long. I'll have it reinvented. Okay, my apologies for that again. Let me see. Take you up here, let you see the little witch hut. Now this thing works very well. It's phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. But I did this just so I could get the redstone and the glowstone. More than anything else, of course. I mean, but that's really nice too. The gunpowder, you get quite a bit of it. Yeah, quite a bit. But whenever I want a new shulker, I just come over here, snatch this one up, and put another one down in its place. Alright, now down to this little building here. I'm pretty sure you guys have been wondering about this. This is Nimbon's tree farm, among other things, of course. Okay. Had to be special type of door right there, you know. Love it. Absolutely love it. This is the firefly sorter. I think I accidentally hit that. Yep, I did. Messed it up. I'm going to have to come up with a different timing system for that. This is the firefly sorter that I made up. It's just put over here just for the stone generator, the cobblestone, or the concrete machine over back there, and the wood. Okay, let me show you how this works right fast. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure you know how a tree farm works. But this is Nimbon's universal tree farm. It's a truly universal tree farm. It worked on Bedrock and Java Edition at the time. So I didn't think it would break, so that's why I chose this particular one. But it's super fast. It blows it all up with a TNT duplicator over there in that direction. I'll show that to you here in a minute. But you just change the mode that you want it to be on. You add timers or different stacks, more stacks for timers on there. I'll show you how that goes in another video. Right here is the new 1.16 design for a fishing farm. Really like that. But I had to download the data pack for the classic fishing loot because I didn't want to move my fishing farm. Maybe later I'll remove it and then come up with like a treasure fishing farm. But as of right now, this is what I wanted for fishing. Okay, right here is our stone generator, which is actually cobblestone because I blow it up with a TNT duplicator. But I could also like get down there and mine it by hand. But what's the point whenever you can mine, you know, a mine like mine? You got stone all over the place for days. But I haven't added like a shulker loader here, but I put my shulker shells down, or shulker boxes down right here, and then I just take all of them out, I throw them down on the ground, and then I'll sit right here and I'll fill this up. And this has 2 different drop evaders, silent drop evaders that take everything up. And then you come over here and then you just hit that right there and it'll drop everything down into this cobweb. And then you could just sit right here and you could throw in your concrete like this, and it blows it up super fast. I don't know if you can hear that TNT back in the background, but yeah, it's pretty quick. I like it. It's not quite as quick as Ilmango's, but it's fast enough. Around 15,000 an hour or something like that. It's pretty fast. But I can AFK and do that for quite a while. I'm going to have more storage so I could do, you know, an overnight session for bigger projects. Apparently that wasn't enough. Whenever I done like these pixel arts and stuff like that, it took a lot of time. Okay, moving on. Oh, I shouldn't have stepped on that. Yeah, I'm gonna get a different timing system for that door. Anyway, moving on. Wait a minute. Let's get rid of these and grab us some more. Okay, come on up here. I know I have a funny way of flying. It works. It works. Okay. I'm going to cut the video right here and take a short break, go get me a cup of coffee, and come back with part 2 of this world tour here in just a moment. It may end up being 3 parts, I'm not sure, because there's just so much to see. But as of right now, I hope you guys were impressed and want to see me for part 2. Until next time, thank you guys. Goodbye, everybody.